I do have skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
And the trouble here is the history of these governments and MPs, Prime Ministers, Presidents, they don't get in those positions unless they belong to secret societies. And they've got an archold agenda that they're pushing. It's got nothing to do with tikanga. It's got nothing to do with us as a race. It's a new world order they're setting up. And they've got us playing in a delusion to keep us dumbed down what they're doing what they're really doing over there. And the fact of the matter is, we have to cut our apron strings to the crown. Sever them completely as whanga whenua kaitia. O tini o Maui, Aotearoa, Tūhua, Te Waho Maui, Te Pumo Te Waho Maui, surrounded by Te Moana Nui Kiwa, Hawaii Nui, Hawaii Roa, Hawaii Pao Mau Mau. That's who we are. They created the Māori owner of New Zealand. And the Hiwaka Putanga does not exist. Te Treaty, where the Pāki or Māori version doesn't exist. Because they put things in place prior to our chiefs signing those documents, which null and void them. It does not take 180 years for a freaking contract to work. The whole thing was a setup. Because when they came, we were already functioning. We were already supplying the world with things. We were trading. The fact is they came on an agenda. And their agenda was to take the land for resources to pay the bankers. And their agenda is to set up the new world order. But we yet are still playing under the umbrella. We need to step out. The ties have to be cut. Because the thing is, there's a snake cage. Right? There's a snake in the cage. We're all getting bitten by the snake. But the trouble is, we won't get out of the damn cage. We're trying to say to him, don't bite me, but his whole character is to bite you and kill you. But we won't get out. We stay in with the snake trying to make all these things with him, but he's a snake. But when we look at the systems in the government, under the, whatever you want to call it, League of Nations, whatever, they already know natives, as they call it, of all these islands in Te Moana Nui Kiwa, have to be treated as a separate nation. But we're not separate, because we choose to stay in there and keep poking the snake. Their laws already tell us to step out. You look at the United Nations Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People, Article 5, the UN's an article. But the fact is, there's morality in what they're doing. So what I'm saying is, they said in Article 5, we have the right to set up our own institution, according to our own dictates. And it came up from Brother Jeffrey. This government, one of their founding documents, along with the Treaty or Dutch Treaty, it is the New Zealand Bill of Rights. It's got working papers written on it. But because they're signatories to the UN, through their document, they've got a commitment to uphold the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Article 1 says, we have the right to live how we like, but they've hidden it under the table. So everything they've created is a snake pit. You're not going to stop what they're doing unless you get out. And they know they've got us so bound, we're so reliant on the government. They know we can't live without them. So we're staying in the box, trying to make the snake become us. But the snake is a snake. It bites. So what I'm saying is we need to call taipam, but not in error. The Hiwaka Putanga, and I say this with all respect to our tupuna, all those documents are null and void. It was a big lie. That's why we're still sitting around the table arguing the same stuff. Because we won't step away. The Crown's already admitted we made no contract with the Tangata Whenua. We're the ones singing, yes you did. So whose fault is it? Ours or theirs? Because they've got the laws to step out. But we're not using them because we're too reliant on them.
Oh, Jesus Christ! But then, drama.
This is Constable Marty Hernandez. He's involuntarily entered the vehicle. This is not an ideal situation, but it is a new situation we have here, and...
You alright, Hernandez? You alright?
To be honest, he should have been wearing the vest.